Chosen one, pause right where you are. Archangel Michael has stepped into this space with a message that has been held back until this exact hour. What he reveals concerns the one who will stand beside you as your future spouse, and specifically, the truth hidden within their age. This is not a surface detail. It is a key that unlocks the deeper design of your union. You were never meant to overlook this moment, because the revelation touches the private places of your heart, where questions about timing, worth, and belonging have lived for years. Turn away now, and you risk missing what was arranged for you long before you recognize the need for it. I speak to you directly, because something about the person prepared for you has remained veiled. Their age carries meaning far beyond the number of years they have lived. It speaks of spiritual readiness, of lessons completed, of a maturity that matches the exact point your own soul has reached. This is not chance. It is divine alignment carefully timed, so that when your paths finally cross, neither of you will be unprepared. Comment Amen if your spirit already feels the weight of these words settling inside you. The truth about your future spouse's age is not a matter of social calculation. It is a matter of purpose. You have asked why certain connections dissolved even when they seemed promising. You have wondered why the right person never appeared when you felt ready. The answer is simple and absolute. The one meant for you carries a timing that must meet yours at the precise moment of union. Their age, whether greater or lesser than yours, is not an obstacle or an oddity. It is the balance your soul requires. If the one coming is older, they bring a quiet strength forged through seasons you have not yet walked. They carry perspective that steadies storms before they grow. They offer a grounded presence that allows you to rest without the old fear of losing yourself. If the one coming is younger, they carry a living spark that rekindles parts of you long set aside. They bring fresh vision, unburdened curiosity, and an energy that reminds you life is still meant to expand. Neither possibility is random. Both are intentional. Both are gifts. Archangel Michael stands as protector over this revelation, so that when the moment arrives, you will not hesitate. He sees the path ahead with clarity you cannot yet hold. Confusion about age has delayed many blessings. He speaks now, so that when recognition comes, your heart will open instead of questioning. You have been shaped by delays that once felt like rejection. Moments arrived when you believed you were too late, too early, or simply out of place. Every pause was protection. Every season of solitude was alignment. You were being prepared for someone whose journey had to mature at the same rate as yours. Their age reflects that shared preparation. It is evidence that nothing was wasted. Comment 1111 if you believe the delays were never punishment, but positioning. Release the pictures society has painted of acceptable love. Those pictures were never written for your story. Your connection will rest on truth, not on approval. The age difference will not require explanation to anyone outside the bond itself. It will stand on its own strength. Where you once experienced imbalance, harmony will settle. Where you once felt unseen, clarity will arrive without effort. This union will not demand that you contort yourself to fit. It will allow you to stand fully as you are. When this person appears, fear will not be the first language spoken. Peace will. A quiet knowing will rise that does not need logic to justify itself. Your spirit will recognize them before your mind finishes its calculations. Trust has been restored within you for this very reason. Past voices that taught you to doubt your own heart are being silenced. When the right one stands before you, your inner knowing will speak clearly and without confusion. Your future spouse has walked their own path of preparation. They have faced losses that refined them, seasons that forced growth, and moments that taught them the difference between temporary attraction and lasting alignment. Their age is the visible record of that inner work. Judge nothing that is coming. Measure nothing against old expectations. What arrives will need no external validation. Its truth will be enough. A quiet shift is already moving through you. The way you view love is changing. The way you view your own worth is changing. This is not coincidence. This is the beginning of readiness. You are not behind. You are not late. You stand exactly where this design requires you to stand. What belongs to you has not been given to another. It is being positioned to meet you when you can receive it without fear. Support the community by liking this message and subscribing so that more chosen ones can receive the same clarity. There is a deeper rhythm carried in the age difference. That rhythm matches the tempo of your spiritual path. Every year, each of you has lived holds lessons, healed wounds, and strength that will be brought into the shared life ahead. You have asked for a bond that does not shatter when difficulty appears. Such a bond requires preparation on both sides. That is why your paths did not cross sooner. Both of you needed to become the versions capable of holding what was promised. If they are older, their calm will meet your intensity and create safety. They will see clearly when emotion clouds vision. They will move with patience you have rarely known. If they are younger, their vitality will meet the places in you that had grown quiet. They will invite you out of patterns that no longer serve. Through them, you will remember that life still holds wonder. Both possibilities serve the same purpose: mutual growth without imbalance. Release the ideas about what love must look like in order to be valid. Those ideas were rooted in fear and comparison, not in truth. Let them go. Your future spouse is not arriving to complete a missing piece. You are already whole. They are arriving to walk beside you in a journey that holds meaning for both. Their age reflects the place they have reached so that the walking can be equal. Signs may already be appearing. A shift in what draws your attention. A new sense of what feels important. Pay attention to peace. Peace is the language of truth. You once settled for connections that left you drained because waiting had grown heavy. Those experiences were not failures. They taught you what you will no longer accept. That clarity is why you are ready now. Archangel Michael guards the path that leads to this meeting. Certain distractions are being kept from your life. Certain doors remain closed for your protection. Trust what is not arriving as much as what is. Your future spouse is being guided in the same way. Their decisions and timing are aligning with yours, even if they do not yet understand the full picture. When the moment comes, it will feel natural, like two roads that were always meant to meet at this exact place. Do not carry the burden of other people's reactions. Not everyone will understand the connection. Their understanding is not required for the connection to be real. Clarity is replacing confusion in this season. You will no longer feel lost regarding love. Uncertainty is being lifted so you can move forward with quiet confidence. Strength is growing in you now. The strength to trust what you feel, to stand firm in what is right for you, and to receive a blessing that may not match old pictures. Comment, God is great, if you are ready to release every outdated expectation. Preparation is the gift being given, so that when the blessing appears, you will recognize it instead of running from it. A moment is approaching when everything will make sense in retrospect. You will see how every delay and every lesson led precisely here. Stay open, stay grounded. What is coming is already moving toward you under protection. The age of your future spouse is linked to timing that was carefully shielded from interference. Meeting too early would have left both of you unable to recognize the value in each other. Meeting too late would have left wounds that made trust more difficult. Separate paths were necessary so that growth could happen without the pressure of carrying each other before the season was right. That separation was never abandonment. It was preparation. It was protection. There were nights you felt alone and wondered if the kind of love you desired was meant for someone else. You questioned your worth and sometimes your faith, yet you were never alone. Strength was being built in places you did not even know existed. Your future spouse walked through their own refining seasons. Disappointment and loss taught them to value what is real and to release what is temporary. Their age holds the evidence of that inner work. When you meet them, the experience will not feel chaotic. It will feel steady and calm. That steadiness is how you will know the connection is alignment rather than mere emotion. This person will not require you to hide parts of yourself in order to be accepted. You will feel seen in a way that allows full honesty without fear. The age truth ensures both of you stand in a place where mutual respect is natural. There will be no imbalance of power. Growth will move in both directions. Past connections often felt forced. You gave time and heart hoping alignment would eventually appear. Deep down, something always felt missing. What is coming will not require constant effort to hold together. It will stand on its own. You will feel supported rather than drained. Your future spouse will carry a protective regard for your well-being. They will not treat your presence lightly. This bond is built on purpose that reaches beyond surface attraction. Expectations are already shifting. Things that once seemed essential may no longer hold the same weight. That is clarity, not confusion. You are being guided to release what does not belong, so that what does belong can arrive fully. Timing must be trusted. Desire alone is not readiness. Alignment happens when everything is in place within both lives. Every moment that feels like waiting is actually positioning. You are being moved closer to the exact point of meeting. Doubt will try to whisper that the promise may not come, that timing may slip, that something could go wrong. Doubt cannot cancel what has been aligned. Stay with the quiet peace that is already forming as you hear these words. That peace is confirmation. Your future spouse will not disrupt your life in destructive ways. They will bring stability and clarity. Their presence will settle rather than unsettle. Comment amen once more if you choose to trust the process that is already unfolding. The age difference will function as a bridge rather than a barrier. It will connect perspectives and strengths that complement each other. You have longed for a connection that feels both strong and peaceful. Many past experiences offered one without the other. What approaches will carry both, and the age truth is part of what makes that balance possible. There is hidden protection in this alignment. Old painful cycles are being interrupted. The new dynamic will not repeat the patterns that once caused harm. Relief may already be rising in you. That relief is spiritual as much as emotional. It is the release of pressure you carried without fully realizing its weight. You no longer need to force your future into shapes that were never designed for it. Your future spouse will recognize your value in a consistent and natural way. You will not need to prove yourself or compete for attention. Clarity comes from the place they stand after their own journey. When they enter your life, the mind may try to raise questions that the heart has already answered. Past experiences train the mind to scan for danger. In that moment, choose the calm that remains steady. Fear often disguises itself as logic and tries to pull you away from what is right. Peace does not argue. It simply stays, waiting to be recognized. Archangel Michael protects this truth so that acceptance can open the way. Acceptance allows the connection to unfold without resistance. Mutual respect will define the relationship. The difference in years will create understanding rather than imbalance. You will guide each other in seasons that feel natural. You have searched for something that does not disappear when challenges arise. What is coming will stand firm because it rests on alignment rather than fleeting emotion. Your future spouse is being prepared to recognize you just as you are being prepared to recognize them. Timing matters because both must be ready together. That moment is being arranged with care. Nothing is left to chance. There were seasons when protecting your heart by closing it seemed safer. You are being led back to openness, not to become vulnerable to harm, but to become available for what is genuine. The truth about age is part of that openness. What is meant for you may not match every expectation you once held, yet it will feel right in a way that cannot be denied. You are being led into clarity. What once felt uncertain is settling into something steady and lasting. A quiet confidence is forming. It is not loud. It does not need to prove itself. That confidence will guide you when recognition comes. When the moment arrives, you will not feel lost. You will feel grounded. You will feel certain. You will feel at peace with what stands before you. Stay present with this truth. Let it settle without forcing or rushing. Everything is moving exactly as designed, and you are guided at every step. You now stand at a deeper level of understanding, even if words cannot yet fully capture it. Something inside has shifted from questioning toward quiet acceptance. That shift opens space in the heart where truth can rest without resistance. What once felt unfamiliar is beginning to feel natural. You are not forcing belief. You are simply recognizing what has always been aligned for you. The age truth carries healing as well as balance. Places in you that still hold the weight of past disappointment are being addressed through the design of this connection. If you were once rushed, patience will meet you. If you were once overlooked, clear seeing will meet you. If you were once misunderstood, effortless understanding will meet you. The difference in age supports this healing by creating a dynamic unlike any you have known. Past relationships often followed similar emotional patterns even when the faces changed. Uncertainty and strain became familiar. That pattern is ending. What approaches is not a continuation of the old cycle. It is a complete departure from it. In this connection, you will not feel as though you are holding something fragile. You will feel as though you are standing inside something stable. Stability will not come from control. It will come from natural alignment that supports both of you. Your future spouse will bring clarity simply by their presence. Understanding will exist even in silence. Respect will remain even in challenge. Both of you will meet after growth has already occurred. Fear that the age difference might create distance can be released. It will create connection instead. Different perspectives will strengthen rather than weaken the bond. You will learn to value those differences. This is more than two people meeting. It is two paths aligning with purpose. The age truth reflects the separate journeys each of you walked before the meeting. You were prepared in quiet ways. Moments that felt stagnant were actually seasons of inner building. Strength, patience, and deeper understanding grew without announcement. Your future spouse was prepared in their own waiting. They learned lessons that allow them to stand beside you without creating imbalance. When you meet, the experience may feel strangely familiar, not because of past history, but because of alignment set long before recognition. The moment will not feel forced or dramatic. It will unfold naturally. You will not need to chase it or question it. Peace will confirm it. That peace will not depend on circumstances or outside opinions. It will remain steady, even when outer conditions shift. You are not required to understand every detail at once. You are invited to trust what is being revealed, step by step. Doubt may still visit, because the mind has been trained to question the unfamiliar. Each time it appears, return to the peace that is present. Peace is confirmation. Archangel Michael both reveals and guards this truth. Interference is being kept at a distance. Certain paths are closed so that you remain on course. This protection continues even when it is invisible. Your role is not to control what approaches. Your role is to remain open and grounded. In that posture, what has been prepared can enter without resistance. You are closer than you realize to the moment when this truth becomes lived experience. The distance that once felt vast has grown smaller. Movement is happening quietly yet surely. When the connection fully arrives, you will understand why every previous step was necessary. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Nothing was out of place. Stay with this understanding. Let it continue to settle. You do not need to search frantically for signs. What is meant for you will come in a way that does not require desperate seeking. And when it arrives, recognition will come not through confusion, but through a calm and steady certainty that tells you this is exactly where you are meant to be.